Hey there, everyone. Welcome. So, another odd timed video, chasing the light around, and it's dark, which is actually fitting for this video. So, we are heading into the new moon tomorrow, and we're already in the energies. And I just wanted to jump on here and talk about that. This is really kind of a pivotal new moon. It is the first lunar cycle, like I mentioned in one of the past videos, of this new momentum into Aquarius, where Pluto has gone into Aquarius and where everything is now really picking up for this next whole phase and stage of our awakening process and the ascension journey. So this will be that first new moon, and it will be, tonight, today, tomorrow. I don't know. The dates are always a little covering 2 days, but really tomorrow, December 1st, and it's like middle of the night, first thing in the morning, like 3 something Pacific time, I think. So we're in it now. That's what's important. And what I wanted to just talk about briefly is, because we're in this pivotal time as we're moving into 2025, because we're in all of these new energies and more new energies are going to start picking up. We also have Mercury that's gone retrograde, meaning that we've got another pass over whatever things have not been resolved yet, whatever triggers have been awakened for you over this, well, let's just say this whole last year. I think that most of us can attest to that this has been a really big year for seeing things, clearing things, things changing rapidly, life feeling difficult for a lot of people. And it's given us opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to really take the steps and do the work, right? To really do the clearings, to do the integrations, to come into our next level of consciousness. Every time we clear and really integrate the lessons and the wisdom, right? When we really mine those pearls or those gemstones, we raise our frequency. We have an opportunity then to really allow our consciousness to shift and to follow the guide, the leader of the new consciousness, and really just letting go of all the ways that we thought that we have been. So as we move now through December, we've got the 12/12 portal that is going to be upon us, and that is going to set another tone, another sort of jumping off level or layer, I guess you could say, as we go into winter solstice. So this is really that thicker, darkening time of the year. When we hit winter solstice, right, the light is going to be growing again. So when we shift with the seasons, it's really about allowing ourselves, particularly going into this new moon, to make sure that you're integrating. Make sure that you're journaling, perhaps, that you're going back over the last year. What are those key points? What have those key lessons been? What have been the shifts that you've really made, right? That you know that, boy, you started here and now you're operating from this whole different paradigm, this whole different perception, a completely different emotional outlook, right? Or more deeper connected into your center and your wholeness. And we want to make sure we're integrating. We really, the work is is barely half of this process. Integration is almost more important than the work, because we can do the work and do the work, right? We can clear and we can clear and we can feel like we're getting to the other side. But if we don't really integrate the new consciousness, the new awareness, the new thought forms, the new emotional patterns, by not doing what we used to do, by practicing that restraint out of emotional habit, or the hamster wheel of thought forms, by coming inside again and again and really listening within your own being to the truth. Because whenever we heal, we come closer to what our truth is and has always been. It's just been a little distorted, right? It's been a little confused. So as you move through this weekend, I just invite you to give yourself downtime. Give yourself internal time, because we also have that Sagittarian energy that's going to want to really start opening up to your next adventure. However, if we haven't integrated and strengthened each level of foundation as we grow through every phase and stage, each developmental process, and become that new awareness, we don't have solid ground to stand on. And we're kind of like a house of cards. We're not, we want to transform with every deeper level of work that we do. And what we're going to be doing through this next month, through December, with the 12/12 portal, which we'll talk about, as we get closer to that, and then winter solstice. As we get closer to that and towards 2025, we're really being invited to make sure that our slate is clean. Our slate is clean from the last year. Our slate is clean perhaps from a couple years, from the last 15-year cycle that we're closing out as well, right? We've got all these cycles that are closing out, and one main one is a 15-year cycle of any patterns, thought forms, timelines that you have been involved in since around 2008 that is now closing out. I think it's already kind of tipped into the closeout. But all of these tendrils of these energies, we want to bring them to conclusion. We want to make sure that the new is rooting in, deeper within our center, deeper into the earth, so that when 12/12 and the 21st of solstice comes, those are going to be bringing in more higher frequencies. And we want to be able to integrate them and ground them and learn from what they're guiding and teaching us. So a couple things that I have really been utilizing, just like a quick note, and you can see if it resonates for you, is, this whole month has just been, I've been in the fire. And I'm now feeling the integration of that. And I'm giving myself that time to really deepen, because there have been some really hefty lessons that have come my way of lifelong and even past life karmic patterns that are clearing. So I just encourage you to take that time out and sit with what's been and what is now showing up. Become very clear about who are you now that you've done the healing work. Who are you with different emotional landscape? Who are you with different thought forms? How are you now ready to move out into the world in 2025? Full of that deeper soul power, mastering any energetic residue that might still be at play, mastering it, not letting it have its way with you, but going inside and really connecting to the source of your soul power and presence and the divine. So that when we get to 2025, your foundation is solid, right? You're ready. You've emptied your cup. Empty, empty, empty. Everything that is no longer needed. And I suggest too, not taking a lot of time, here I am on YouTube, right? But here, I'm going to say it anyway, right? Not taking a lot of your free time up with taking in more information over this weekend. Allow yourself to empty out of all of the information, any external programming, the to-do lists, right? The needing to have happen in your day-to-day life and through this next month. I know it's going to be busy for a lot of people. So what I've been doing, that was a bit of a tangent, but what I've been doing is I really work with tree medicine. And I have an oak tree in my backyard, and I've talked about this in the past, that I consider him one of my allies. And we have beautiful exchanges during my meditations, and his roots are what I root down and connect to, particularly when I am going through really turbulent times like this last month. And I utilize his presence to help support and guide me. And we have this beautiful heart connected relationship where, I can send him love and hold him in love, and it's different than a human, but there's this beautiful exchange that we open up to each other, and that relationship has really helped me to ground and center my nervous system. And one of the things that in biomancy that Dr. Bertrand talks about is that our nervous system is connected to the Earth's nervous system. So we want to utilize that frequency and that energy and that wisdom to help to keep us regulated by forming whatever kind of relationship works for you. So I have the tree, Mr. Oak, that I work with, and I invite you to begin checking around, see if there's any plants that you resonate with, see if there's any trees that you resonate with. How can you anchor down into the earth more fully? How and more often can you just connect to your breath, those sacred moments, and drop in to your root, right? Breathe down into the belly, not just in the chest breathing. If we're only chest breathing, we're still in our sympathetic nervous system. We want to get down into the parasympathetic nervous system to help regulate, calm, soothe, and ground us. So even though Sagittarius is a fire element and is going to be ready for takeoff, the new moon is the energy to really stay centered and grounded. Set your intentions from a grounding and centered place and inner space. So I think that's all that I'm really going to say. And I'll do a quick little just breathing here with you now so that you can feel inside how this lands, not in your head, but in your body. And then I'm going to leave you in the stillness and the quietness of that. So I just want to let you know that in the link below will be the 2025 Age of Aquarius class for preparation and celebration for this new year. And that is going to have in it, at the end of it, this new moon light language meditation and activation. So I've combined it for this preparation class because this, like I said, we're in pivotal moments right now that we want to utilize whatever is going to support us. And at the same time, empty out so you really know what resonates for you as true from your own internal guidance system and your connection to divine source. So I'm going to invite you, if you'd like, to just close your eyes and just take a breath in. And use the sigh to release a number of your out breaths. This starts to activate your parasympathetic nervous system and your vagal nerve. And with each exhale, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just drop down into your belly and allow your breath to gradually, at its own pace, make its way, no force, no push, down into your belly and your root. Feel the weightedness of your buttocks and thighs. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing each breath to get slower, to get deeper. And you can say inwardly, if you'd like, I am breathing in on the in-breath in your mind. I am breathing out on the out-breath. You just say it inwardly. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. And just allow yourself to just come into a place of deeper relaxation, quiet, peace. And then inwardly, speak to your body, speak to your nervous system, speak to your DNA. Saying inwardly, I am grounded. With each exhalation, I am stable. I am at peace. I am soul presencing. I am holy and whole. Exhale, sigh. I am held by the heavens and the earth. I am loved. I am loving. I am love. Exhale. And I'm going to leave you here to rest in your own holy wholeness, in your own inner landscape, in your own sacred center. The link will be below for the class. Many blessings, much love, and have a beautiful, peace-filled entrance into the new moon.